Hi folks, how you doing? As you can see, I've had a bit of a shave. Yeah, I've got rid of the winter growth for the time being to try and get a bit more summery, a bit more springy. Get a bit of spring in my step. Everything's going great, apart from the fact that I have hurt my back about 3 days ago, and it's the worst it's been for a while. I'm still capable of walking, which is good, because sometimes it puts me in bed for 5-6 days. I'm basically sucking it up every morning, doing a bit of physio, having a hot bath, chilling out, and then when I'm feeling good, I'm coming down to the allotment, feeding the chickens, and then buggering off again. But basically I came down here for about 2 days. I had a quiet day doing a bit, and then the following day I come down and smashed out a load of jobs that I had outstanding from January. So all my January jobs are done now. Filled up some of the raised beds. I've got my garlic in. The strawberries are in the greenhouse and they are weeded, ready to hopefully get an extra couple of weeks, or an early couple of weeks crop out of them. There's rocket in the greenhouse, which is growing quite nicely. The onion seeds haven't sprouted yet. I'm going to grow some more of those at home. I've put in a seed order to get a few packets of seeds that I need. I've also ordered some new strawberry plants. It's all going really well. I'm on top of stuff, but man down, just man down. I can't do anything this week. I very much doubt I'm going to be able to do anything the weekend, so I'm probably going to lose about a week, maybe 2 weeks, because of this back situation, which is a bit of a shame. And just hoping that we get some decent weather for the rest of Feb, because it's really nice at the moment and I want to do stuff, but I just can't get everything done when my back's feeling like this. Still been doing the food box. We've still been doing that. So since probably around Christmas time, our weekly shop has been brought right down. We get the one box, which costs £10, and then we do top up what we need for the pantry, things like rice and stuff like that. That, you know, if we want to make a curry and we run out of rice. So our shopping bill has just come massively down from spending a couple of £100 every, 2 to 3 weeks. We're now spending like 50 quid. I know. Trying to bake when I can, trying to bake things like banana bread and bake homemade bread and stuff like that, just to give the kids something nice so they're not missing convenience foods. And that seems to be working. I mean, we're we get the occasional cake and stuff in our food waste box, which is nice, but I cook a big banana bread, but a big massive banana bread that lasts us 2 or 3 days. The kids love it. Obviously there's hardly any sugar in there compared to cakes and things like that. My daughter's always been a bit picky with vegetables, but she's been really good the last few years. She's doing amazingly. She's really got into the spirit of the food box thing. It's bizarre. I mean, there's things she won't eat because she doesn't like them. That's fair enough. You don't like something, you don't like something. But we get new fruits and new vegetables in the box, or I try something new, and she's really embraced it actually, and she's willing to give things a go that even 3 months ago she wouldn't have given a go. Any fruit breads and any banana breads or any pancakes or flapjacks or anything like that I make, I'm making them with less sugar, more fruit, and she's loving them. So it's a win-win. To be perfectly honest, it's going pretty smoothly considering we're in January and the allotment is providing me with nothing other than eggs. And so everything seems to be going well. Like I said, we've already saved a few £100 already, and we're in February. So fingers crossed, how this progresses over the next few months should be good. But it's just about getting things growing now. And other than pottering, which is I'm limited to at the moment because of my back, all I've got to do now is put some chilies in and some tomatoes in. I know a lot of people would have started theirs in January, but whenever I start chilies and tomatoes and everything like that in January, because I've got no heat source, as in heat mats, because I've got no grow lights, and because I can't really plant outside till at least the end of April at the earliest. And I mean, we can still get frost in May, March, April. Yeah, I have to think of the months then. We can still get frost in March in Shropshire. So sometimes going too early, too soon can be problematic. In past videos, you've probably seen where I've sown things in January and then I've stuck them out in early April because they've needed the light, and then we've had a snap of frost and they've died, and I've lost all my chilies and half my tomatoes and things like that. And so I'm holding off. I know my chilies and stuff, as long as I get them in February, it's plenty of time for me, plenty of time. So I'm not panicking too much. But on brighter news, I had my first COVID vaccine jab the other day. I get the next one in a few weeks' time. So I'm halfway to being vaccinated against COVID, which I am so excited about. There's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm really hoping it's not an idiot with a torch bringing us more virus. But I just opened the chicken feed bin up, and there's an aroma of rodent, if that makes sense. And I've just had a look, and I've seen some mouse droppings. So there's a mouse got into this wheelie bin, and I don't know how. Is it chewed through the bottom? I have no idea. But what I have to do now is lift the bloody food out with a bad back and stick it somewhere else. Thankfully I've got a steel dustbin that'll work, but there's obviously a mouse in my bin. How bizarre. So ignore that, that's been there years and years and years. That's when I first come down here. Squirrel tried to chew through it, obviously realised that it doesn't go anywhere and gave up. But I normally have this cinder block there, and that weighs like 4 or 5 pounds in weight, and I mean, one finger lift, so you know, I can't lift that with one finger, so how can a mouse lift that? I can only imagine maybe it's chewed in somewhere, but where? See the mouse drop in there? Can you hear it? There's a mouse in there. There is a mouse in there. Alright, I have to lift stuff out. Could be in the bloody feed bag for all I know. Well, there's a hole chewed in that box. Oh, there's definitely a mouse in there. Look at that. Look at that. State of that. Fuck's sake. Shall we see if I can tip this, and then they might run out, mightn't they? Is that a tail? That's a tail. Can you see the tail? There's a tail. I saw a tail. Did you see the tail? If it's a mouse, he can go free. It looks like a mouse. It's mouse droppings, isn't it? If it's a baby rat, though, you might have to get squished. There he is. Do you see him? How the hell have you been living in there, fella? How have you even got in there? Come on, you need to escape. If you escape, you're going to escape. Right, I can't see where anything's been chewed there. How has it got in? How? How have you got in? Go on then, Mr. Mouse. There he is. He's off. He's going. Don't run to the chickens. Don't run to the chickens. They'll eat you. We've got a whole family in there. I thought it was just the one. I've just seen another one. He's just run out and run back in. Come on, I've got to get you out. We've all got to go. There he is. There you are, fella. Don't go to the chickens. Don't go to the chickens. No, 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 don't go to the chickens. They'll eat you. They'll eat you. They will eat you. Do not go to the chickens. Go the other way. Go to the shed. Come on, go to the shed. Go to the shed. That's it, that's it. No, no, not the chickens, not the chickens, not the chickens, not the chickens, not the chickens. Don't go into the chicken pen. Oh, no. He needs to think fast. Otherwise he's going to get munched. Right, I think that's all of them. Not come across any more. I'm going to empty that out. Yeah, so that wheelie bin, I just fill it up with old food sacks. They're, you know, empty, but... And then obviously it raises the bin up, so I haven't got to lean in to get the food. But it's been down here for 5 years and it's never had a problem. I have no idea how that mouse has got in there. Or mice have got in there. There's no holes on the outside. I can't understand how they've lifted up the lid. Unless they're like ninja SAS mice or something. I mean, they've chewed all my old food sacks. It's a bit of a pisser, because I do use them throughout the course of the year. I always think, oh, I know where I've got food sacks, they're in the bottom of the food bin. But they'll have to be binned now, because obviously they've been weed on by mice. It's just another job, isn't it? It's just another job. Right, so in total I found 5 mice in there. There is not a single hole in that bin. There's no way they could have got in. There's no way they've chewed around the edge and creeped in. Like I said, the only chewing is that's been there for years, where something chewed and realised it was see-through, look, and you couldn't get in. So I can only imagine that when I've bought a bag of food from the farm shop, that there's been a mouse inside it. And when I've lowered it in there, I've probably put a family of mice or a pregnant female or something in that bin. There's no other way a mouse could have got in there. No way. So I've had to quickly scarper from the allotment. It just started raining. So I found 5 mice in that bin. There was no signs of mice or anything there 2 weeks ago. Not that I saw. Don't forget the wheelie bin goes down quite deep, because the first half of it, like I said, is just full of old food sacks. Which are predominantly empty. You know, the only thing is a bit of spillage and stuff. I mean, I've just emptied out the entire bin, and there's probably no more than 2 scoops of spillage in there. There's not a lot of food in the bottom of the bin at all. It's all compressed plastic sacks that build up that layer, save me bending into the bin. So I can only imagine that I've actually put the mice in there invertedly. Invertedly? Is that the word? Inadvertently. Put the mooses. Put the mice. It's me trying to be funny, and now I sound like an absolute numpty. So sorry, my radio's turned itself on. See, sometimes when you go to the farm shop, you pick up bags of food, and they've put a bit of masking tape, not masking tape, like duct tape, over the bag where it's been split and stuff. And sometimes you go there. If I can get one with that duct tape on it, I'll get one with that duct tape on it. But sometimes if the top 4 on the pile have all got duct tape on, I'd have to move 4 bags to get a bag underneath, and that's 25 kilos. That's moving 100 kilos just to get a bag with that duct tape on it. And it's just like, I just have to put duct tape on it. Obviously, at some point a mouse has got into one of those bags of food, probably lived in there quite happily for however long, eating his way through the food and living in the food. He's probably been in my car, travelling from the farm shop, and then he's made a home in the wheelie bin, which is, it's crazy, but there's no other way he's got in there. No other way. I've just looked. There's not a single hole. There's no chewed marks other than that one little bit which you can't get in from there, or they can't get in from there. The lid, like I said, always has that big breeze block on it. Now you're telling me 5 mice can lift up half a breeze block? I couldn't lift up that breeze block with my finger, just like that, okay? So, no. So that mouse has got to have gone in there with chicken food. Has to have done. Unless somebody has been collecting mice around the allotment and one at a time dropping them in there, which I don't think is happening. There's no other way. How bizarre. Anyway, it is what it is. It's raining, so I'm going to get home. So until next time, folks, take care. Speak soon.